actually delayed and retracted us back to us chatting. Oops.
What's that? Good evening, guys, and welcome back to another preview show. But this week is a very special week.
Yeah, US Open, and we're back inside.
Yeah, it's not freezing, it is dark.
It is very dark. Winter is definitely coming.
Yeah,
looks like we've got Ryan in the chat, so hopefully Ryan's going to let us know that everything technical is working.
Or not.
Or not. If he doesn't reply, then we'll just crack on regardless. So, it's been quite an exciting week in the world of golf, isn't it? Obviously, every time leading up to a major.
Yeah, so it's nice, it leads in. It's been a little while since we've had one.
Yes.
So it's been sort of like some time to get in there. We've had obviously the FedEx, and that's gone through. Now the guys have got winged foot to deal with.
Yes.
Now, Tiger Woods today has said this is in his top 3 hardest golf courses on the planet.
And that's not even talking about US Open style.
And to be fair, he's probably played most of them.
He's played a lot of the hardest ones in the toughest conditions. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Some of the videos going around on social media of the players in the rough and
the
stuff
greens as well, like putting up a green to make it come round and go back in and all that. I love it because the USGA literally don't care.
No.
Like it's going to be knee high rough. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough, and you know what you're getting.
So
That's
get on
it.
with it. So get on with it. Exactly. It's you know, I love the majors in golf because they are all that little bit different, aren't they?
Yeah.
The Masters has its own thing. The Open Championship has its thing. The US Open has its thing, and the USPGA is kind of just another tour event, but
Maybe
on a grander
harder,
style.
Yeah.
But I like that. You know, very much like tennis, where you've got 4 different Open, 4 different Grand Slams, different conditions. Yeah, it's excellent. So we've got some comments coming in here.
Yeah.
Kempy's done as usual.
Yeah, of course he has.
He's going to pick Sergio.
Yeah, there you go. I could have picked Sergio. Kempy, I could have picked that for you this morning.
Yeah, I reckon he'll be still picking Sergio when Sergio is 50. One of these days he's going to pick up that elusive second major. It could well be this week. Who knows?
Yeah, he definitely hits it good enough tee to green.
Yes, he definitely does. Right, before we get on to US Open, let's just quickly talk about European Tour, because there's a European Tour event going on this week over in Portugal.
Yes. So we're over in Portugal again. As we've had a little look through the names, it's not the strongest field in the world.
It's not, no. I think quite a few people that haven't made it to the US Open have decided to maybe take a week off.
Yeah.
Because there's been some big events in Europe rolling through, hasn't there?
Yeah, it's coming through, and then they're obviously in sort of mainland Europe at the minute. They are coming back. They've got Scotland in October.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
That should be, wow.
That could be very brutal in there. But we've got some bets to come in, so let's have a quick put that on the screen now. So there's some names we will have heard of.
I'm quite surprised that George Garcia's not at the US Open. Yeah,
that is surprising that Garcia's not at the US Open, but he's quite a clear favourite with the bookmakers there, isn't he?
He's last week's winner.
But again, you know, if he haven't made, you know, he would have made the trip to America if he could have done.
Yeah.
But he hasn't. So where are you going?
So I'm going for the Australian Wade Ormsby.
Wade Ormsby, excellent.
So it hits it really good. So any of the bits that I've seen, really tidy golf game. Obviously not good enough in terms of his performances up until now to get into the US Open, or to go through qualifying to get to that point. But it's one of those things that make the best of a bad situation. Get yourself over to Portugal, get some rounds under your belt, and then hopefully get a win, because it doesn't matter what the field is at that point. It's going to be fairly strong. Those guys coming off Challenge Tour are very, very good. So he's still going to have some competition to beat this week, but hopefully his stature at the next level up. He's played at a few majors and bits and pieces, and then hopefully that should stand him in good stead this week.
That ability to know that you've got the game is a huge factor.
And knowing you've got it is half the battle.
Yeah, definitely a big thing. So I'm going to go for Richard Mansell,
Yeah.
aim pointer,
Yeah.
coached by Jamie Donaldson, just down the road from us in Cambridgeshire. Again, excellent player. Worked his way through all the tours, paid his dues, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I think hopefully he'll do very well and get that win, and like we say, get that just comfort exemption for a couple
very,
of years.
very close in the early smaller events, the co-sanctioned stuff when the European Tour first came back.
Yeah.
So he got close in one of those events. So yeah, hopefully it's his week and he can get that done.
Get it done. So we've got some chat going on. I think it changes weekend to weekend about they're having a chat about Sergio Garcia in the chat about his temperament. Not afraid to throw a wobbly, but sometimes you've got to be emotional to get the best out of your game.
Yeah, it's one of those. I don't think you're ever going to change him. So at that point, it's like if you get like that, that's fine as long as you can deal with it and move forwards.
Which I think he can. He can compartmentalise it.
Yeah, he can break a wedge, throw it, and still be alright.
And be done with it. Cool. Right, let's get on to the excitement of Winged Foot and the US Open, 120th US Open.
Yeah.
As you can
so
see
we're off
here.
to New York.
Yeah, New York.
So it's one of those. This week we're going to do 2 picks.
Yes.
So we're going to pick who we think is going to win the event, and then we're going to pick somebody who's 100 to 1 or more.
Yes.
And there is some value in those picks.
Definitely some value. Speaking of value, Phil Mickelson.
Yeah. So there's been a big bet put on him this week at 75 to 1.
Yes.
Somebody's put $45,000 on him. That nets them 3.3 million if he wins.
Now that is
ballsy.
like
that is ballsy.
That is serious. You're backing him at that point, aren't you?
And I love Phil's response on Twitter. Absolutely superb. Heard that somebody's done this, listed it out, and then he put, "For both our sakes, I hope I've got a 3-shot lead coming down the last."
Yes.
Because that is famously where him and Monty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Collapsed.
Collapsed.
But neither of them had a major at that point, did they? Both of them had a chance to win.
And then Jeff Ogilvy had a major.
And then all of a sudden, Jeff Ogilvy was the winner. And
that was the end of that.
And to be fair to Jeff, he had played well leading up to that. He did play well afterwards. He had a nice spell of being around.
He always used to play well at the match play.
Yeah, he did.
When it was out in Scottsdale, didn't he?
Definitely. Yeah. So yes, well, let's have a look at some picks. Let's have a look at see what's going on in the old
So
betting.
who have we got? So who's favourite?
So favourite is
there's going to be no getting away from that.
No surprises that the favourite is Dustin Johnson. He is there at 17 to 2. That is not.
That is tiger odds. That is
not good value there for him. I mean, and again, unsurprisingly, he's played so well the last few weeks.
Yeah.
John Rahm 10 to 1. Justin Thomas 14 to 1. Xander Schauffele 14 to 1. Morikawa 16 to 1. McIlroy 18 to 1.
Very good value on McIlroy.
That's superb value. DeChambeau 25 to 1. Webb Simpson 25 to 1. I think we're seeing nowadays.
It's great to see Tyrrell Hatton up there.
How open the fields are,
Great to see Tyrrell up there at such small odds in such a big event to be at 45 to 1 for somebody who maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago was sort of Challenge Tour, maybe even Europro.
Yeah, it just
4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, it just shows what hard work, dedication, all the stuff that they all do. And then just that little bit of luck, things go in the right direction, playing a Ryder Cup, win a Ryder Cup, belief, boom, off you go.
World stage, Arnold Palmer Invitational, off and running.
I can do this now, and we've said it before, even tonight. Like being able to say to yourself, I can do this.
Yeah,
that's such a massive factor. Right, so we've got some picks coming in here. Ryan is going Phil Mickelson. He's now out at 110 to 1. He's saying. He hasn't picked Ryan a 100 to 1 outsider, so I think he's going to pick one in the chat.
Yeah.
Julian Roll, regular commenter, thank you, Julian. He's saying, my heart says Biff Paul Waring, but my head says Patrick Cantlay.
Well, yeah, Patrick Cantlay. Very
Solid.
good, but the Biff does hit it good, tee to green.
He does, and you're going to need to do all of that stuff at the US Open. Justin Rose has got to put 4 good rounds together soon. This is true.
Yeah.
He's been off the boil a little bit, hasn't he?
He
in
has,
the last year, but there's so many good players out there. So, where are you going then?
What, my winner?
No, you winner. Let's go winner first of all.
So my winner is Xander Schauffele. So never finished. On the last 3 US Opens he's played, he hasn't been outside the top 10.
Oh, okay. So some form there.
So some form there. He likes the US Open. He likes a tough track. He tends to turn up at majors. Like the British he's been up there in, I think he's just a very good player. He's turned himself into like a world class player.
And again, like I say, he's very confident that he can achieve it. I'm going to go for Daniel Berger.
Right.
Now, drives the ball really, 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 really well.
Yeah.
Putts super, super well. Isn't afraid of a tough golf course.
Yeah.
Isn't afraid of players and going low. Whether he's got the game to hold it out, I don't know. But I just feel like this is that sort of year where all sorts of things can and will happen. And that's what we're going to be going.
Yep, definitely.
That's where we're going.
We've got some comments down there.
We've got some comments here. Glenn Taylor, hi guys. Can you give me your thoughts on the Nike Resin Red? Maybe another time. But yeah, Nike make some golf balls.
Well, they did.
They did, but they're not going to be new, are they now?
No.
They might still be in the boxes, but yeah, Nike stopped making golf balls. What, 2 years ago now?
Maybe a bit more.
Maybe a bit more than that. So yeah. Anyway, moving swiftly along to some outsiders. Where are you going to go for your outsider?
So my outsider is at 100 to 1. I've gone very much top end of the bracket, but he's a FedEx Cup champion and a multiple winner on tour.
100 to 1.
Billy Horschel.
Just how is he 100 to 1? I mean, I know who my pick is in a minute, and I can't believe my pick's 100 to 1 either. But like, how is Billy Horschel 100 to 1?
Just shows you like that new sort of talent coming on, and like Laura Carras and that sort of changing of the guard a little bit.
It also shows how much the bookies are backing Dustin Johnson as well. Because my 100 to 1 bet is Jordan Spieth.
Now that is ridiculous.
Like how many majors has Jordan Spieth won? 5? 4 or 5?
4.
Like multiple major.
Comment below. 4 or 5?
4 or 5, I think so. But yeah, it's I can't believe that he's 100 to 1.
That is crazy. He's not been in the best of form, but
no, admittedly,
he knows he can get it done if he's up there.
And he's done it.
And he doesn't
so many times.
Like the British Open that he won last time wasn't exactly striping it, was he?
No, not at all.
He did it on a practice ground for a start.
Yeah. So as always, comment and get in the chat, guys. Let us know who you are going to be picking for these events.
Oh, here you go. Ryan is in. My 100 to 1 pick is
Abraham Anser.
Oh, he hits it good as well. Mind you, they all hit it pretty good.
Oh, hang on. M Coops 89 is saying not 100 to 1, but Matt Wolf is decent odds. What odds is Matt Wolf? Where is he? Let's see if we can find his current odds. You got it?
He was
75 to 1.
Oh, wowzer. That is pretty good.
That is good value. Look at that. I mean, like you say, each way bet, like there's some definite good value to be had.
There is indeed. So guys, just hit the comments up. Hit us up on any social media. Let us know what you're going to pick. Pick an outsider. Yeah. Pick somebody that's going to win the outright event, and see who's right at the end of the week. Probably none of us.
We'll see if we can find some prizes to give away. If you can pick the winner and the winning score,
we'll get you something.
We'll find something.
Yeah.
Before we go, Ryan has sent in a video because he should be here, but he's not. So let's hear from Ryan.
Good evening, everybody. As you can see, I'm actually up at Bury St Edmunds Golf Course doing some filming of my own. Golf ball review coming your way very, very soon. And then I'm also out this evening, so couldn't join Simon and Adam. So I'll phone in my predictions as usual. And for the Portugal Open, I am going for Jamie Donaldson. As you all know, I don't really know a great deal about the European Tour, but that's the name I've picked out of the hat. And then the big one, another major and the US Open, and I can't really look any further than DJ, surely. I've always been one to say, can they do it back to back, and the sort of the effort it takes to win a competition and then to win 2 back to back. But has he been playing some amazing golf. He's been tearing up those golf courses, and I just think he's got the momentum. I think people are a little bit scared of him. So yeah, DJ for me is going to win the US Open. I'm away for Lauren's birthday next week, so you won't have me live next week, but hopefully the week after I shall be back with Simon and Adam in the garage or outside, wherever we are. But until then, we'll see you soon. Bye.
We're back.
Here we go. A little slight technical itch. What would a live stream be without a little technical itch? Yeah. So Ryan, Dustin Johnson, unsurprisingly, he has picked him in the last few weeks. So it's he's just playing so well at the moment.
He is, yeah, sort of riding that crest of the wave. It's whether, obviously, a major championship, whether that holds any. And you do wonder whether the crowd situation, even at a major championship, is going to make a difference. Does it add that extra edge, like when somebody's like
Possibly.
charging on the back nine, you can hear the roars, you know what's happening. Whereas,
yeah, possibly. And again, you just
does it add that edge?
They have played enough events now without a crowd.
But I'm saying almost like if you're leading and you feel like somebody's charging in front of you, you know that those roars are happening.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel behind that you've now got to do something to make that gap up?
It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, you don't know how much. Again,
how much the crowd
depends if the
sort of
players.
plays.
If you're a leaderboard watcher, then I'm not sure the crowd makes a huge difference. But if you're not a leaderboard watcher and you don't know who's charging, your head could be full of, oh, someone's doing something, what's going on type stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's interesting, but it's just a different dynamic for the players. It's good. It's just great that we've got golf being played and we can watch it and
enjoy it. And that's
they've
the
been
thing.
doing everything they can to get these
It'll be
events on.
good to watch them chop it out of the cabbage all week, hopefully. I do like it.
So is it
stuff.
is it quite close to the coast? Are they going to get quite different temperatures and weathers?
I think obviously from obviously that changeover now from in that climate, it's going to get a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
Mornings, evenings, going to see that drop off. You're going to see the ball fly further, maybe during the middle of the day when you are start and finish. So, it depending on what weather blows through in that region this week, it's
because New York can get some pretty crazy weather at times, can't it?
Yeah. So it's depending on what that's going to get, and then what side of the draw you are as well.
Exactly. Good. So we're ready. I'm proper excited, and it's also because it's East Coast. It's not stupid late finishes.
Yeah, it's not crazy late. Yeah, so you haven't got to be like up in the middle of the night to see who's won.
Yes.
Or normally, like the rest of us, just log on the next morning.
Yeah, and find out who's won. Yes. yeah, most of the time. Right. So, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully, you've enjoyed the old live stream. Do all the things, all the YouTube things, and hopefully, we shall see you back here next week.
Yeah.
With Jordan Spieth and a US Open. It'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Or actually, Phil Mickelson. I actually want Phil to win.
You've got to put some money on that now.
What, Phil? Or Jordan?
Yeah, both.
Yeah. I think it's worth £1, isn't it? 100 to 1 is worth £1.
I'm not sure it's worth 45 grand though.
No, definitely not. That wouldn't go down well. Thank you very much. See you all soon.